my name is Brittany Nickel. I'm principal here at East Hardin Middle School. We are very excited to host another 6th grade fun day. Today we have several 5th graders coming from Lincoln Trail, Creekside, Burkhead, Heartland, and even from St. James. We bring them all together and give them an opportunity, one, to get to know each other as well as to get acclimated with the building. Right now they are going around in groups of 4 or 4 stations. They get to do locker races, so they get comfortable on how to do a locker. And of course there's games if they win. Then they also have what's called a rebel talk, and they talk to them about dress code, and just any questions the 6th graders may have of, that they're really uncomfortable with before school starts. They also do a scavenger hunt, and so this allows them to go around the school and find where art and music and PE, the restrooms, the library media center, the office, areas where they need to know where those are located before school starts. And then lastly, they just get to go in the gym and play some games. They get to have fun, meet other kids from other schools that they're going to have classes with, and our teachers run these stations as well as parent volunteers. At 5 o'clock, their parents come back and we'll talk to them, and then the parents and students will have an opportunity to get their schedule and to meet their teachers. So our fun day is just an opportunity for our 6th graders to get those nerves out of the way before the first day of school. We've been doing this for many years, and a special thanks to Joe Jaggers, our youth service coordinator, for coordinating all of this, along with other Hardin County youth service coordinators that come to help make this happen for us.
We have a fun-filled day planned for you. You are going to go to 4 different stations today. You're going to go to Rebel Talk. You're going to hear from Miss Hildebrand and Miss Todd. They're going to tell you all about being a 6th grader. Then you are going to go to locker races, and that will be led by Miss Norris. I know I saw her. There she is, Miss Norris. And then you're also going to go to games, and I would say Mr. Winchester and Mr. Reynolds are probably in the gym. And you're also going to have a scavenger hunt today with Miss Vickery and Miss Whittington. So they will get you all going. So what I'm going to do right now is send you off.
I'm Paula Hildebrand, and I am working 6th grade fun day here at East Hardin, and I am in charge of this session called Rebel Talk. What we do in Rebel Talk is we answer all of their questions about what to expect when they come to middle school. They always have questions about lockers and procedures and their school schedule, and that's our job to cover all of that, including dress code and behavior.
The first time that we see your cell phone, we will put a note into Abe, which is just another way that we kind of keep track of everything. So the second time a teacher is to see your cell phone and take it away, they'll be able to see, oh, they've already had their cell phone taken. So in that, during that, they would give it to an administrator, and the administrator would come and talk to you, and you might get it at the end of that day, but the next time they catch you, a parent would have to come and pick up your cell phone, and you don't want that to happen, okay? So just try to keep it out of sight at all times. Tardies. Do you guys know what it means to be tardy? What's it mean to be tardy? Okay, you're late to a class. You guys are going to have 7 periods that you're going to, okay? Each teacher kind of keeps up with their own tardies. So if you are late to Miss Hildebrand's class 3 times, first of all, not a good idea. But if you are late to her class 3 times, so you've been late and she said, you're late, don't do it again, and you've come again, you're late, don't do it again. The 3rd time, you're going to get a detention for that, okay? So 3 tardies equals a detention, okay? From there on out, an administrator is going to deal with you each time that you are tardy, all right?
Yep.
It's really easy, just don't be tardy.
Those reset every quarter.
Just don't be tardy and you'll
Don't
be
be tardy.
fine.
All of our classes are in the same hallway.
Yeah, it's really easy to get to
no
everything.
excuse.
No. Go to the bathroom, go to the locker fast, and then go to class.
All right, we're into dress code. All right, clothing and accessories with inappropriate messages or pictures. You know what inappropriate is. What I have told people in the past, if you've got something at home that you're not sure will work, snap a picture of it and bring it in and show me the picture. And I'll tell you, yep, you can wear that to school, or nope, let's not. So that's the best way to do it, rather than wear it to school and end up having to put on something else from the closet that you don't want to put on. Footwear, you have to wear shoes. Come on, I mean seriously, let's wear shoes. All right? Now, yeah, you have to wear shoes. Shoes are a must, especially in science lab. Because when we do science labs, there's a lot of things that we'll be using. You don't want to have your feet exposed to that kind of stuff. And at extracurricular events. Obviously, people have shown up without shoes. or we wouldn't have this in here. No house slippers. None of that stuff. Yeah, I know. Keep those house slippers at home, Ethan. It's just about house slippers. What?
Mom got on the website and said these were okay.
They're fine. And flip-flops and sandals are fine as well. Just keep them on your feet. That's what we're asking you. And wash your feet once in a while. All right. We don't want to see your body parts. I don't want to see your stomach. I don't want to see your piercings. I don't want to see any of that stuff. Just keep it covered. Keep your midriff covered, especially you guys. Don't want to see it. Don't want to see that belly hanging out. No low cut or off the shoulder type shirts. Even though you've got a strap here or whatever, the off the shoulder thing's not going to work. So don't wear that type of stuff. No see-through, obviously. Or sheer fabrics, that means see-through. And all shirts must have sleeves. We don't do the cutoffs. Dudes, if y'all get new armpit hair this year, I'm excited for you. But I don't want to see it. So let's not show it off. Keep your armpit hair to yourself. Okay? And girls, shave yours, but keep it covered.
Miss Hildebrand.
Yes?
Shirts with the, what's it called?
The hole? The
Yes.
cold shoulder?
That is not allowed, correct?
I would have to get clarification on that. I don't.
Sure it's not.
Okay, we're going to go with Miss Todd. She says no. So if it has a little, hole. All right, you're the next one.
Cold shoulder, that's what they're called.
Yes. Questions about any of these? No? All right. Miss Todd? Oh.
Okay, no hats or hoods on your head at any time.
Yes, but today is not a
Today is
school day.
okay, but when you come to the first day of school, don't worry. You're
And
fine for today.
Kids always ask why. Why can't I wear a hat? It's not the fact that, it's more of a safety measure. If every single one of you wore hats, it would be very difficult for us to identify you in the hallway if we had an emergency situation. Seriously, that's what it boils down to. So keeping your hat off your head allows us to more clearly know who you are. That way, if we have somebody in the building that doesn't belong, it's much easier for us to figure out who that is. So this is a real safety issue. Plus, it blocks the people that are behind you trying to see the board and that type of stuff. And you have not yet learned how to not keep it on your head and not smack it.
Some days we have,
We do have hat days. They're $1.
no holes, tears, or rips on any garment above the knee, even if other garments are worn underneath. Okay?
Yes. So stand up, Jason. Look. Unacceptable.
No holes.
Yep.
Just don't do it.
Oh, come on.
What if?
So, oh no, it's like, you know, like they have those pants that are like have holes in them, but you can't like see. Cause
They
it's,
have
like,
the fabric underneath
the
the
That's
hole?
what I'm wearing.
We are actually more worried about pant holes than shirt holes, as long as you have something underneath it. I mean, that would be okay.
If you-
Yeah. And I think the jeans with the made things underneath those holes probably would be all right, maybe.
What if your jeans are like worn over time and they're starting to show a little bit?
Yeah, you'll have to trash them. The problem is dress code is very subjective. It's not one of those things that we can say yes and no. It's kind of one of those things where we have to kind of look at it and see to make sure that it is appropriate for you.
If
All
you're
right.
unsure about something, it's
Yeah.
better just to not wear it. That way you don't have to worry about
Yep.
it.
Or take a picture of it with it on, and then bring us the picture. Go ahead.
Leotards, spandex, lycra, yoga pants, and form-fitting clothes are not allowed unless your top is long enough all the way around that it falls at least 5 inches from the top of the knee. All short skirts and dresses are to be at a length that is no more than 5 inches above the knee. All right, take your finger, do 5 inches. What's 5 inches look like? So if you're wearing a skirt or a long shirt, you need to check. That's 5 inches above your knee.
An index card is perfect.
And that needs to be all the way around, not just in the front or the back.
So if you have a shirt that goes that long, you can wear the leggings underneath that shirt,
5 inches.
or the spandex, or the yoga pants. Okay, all pants have to be at the waist. We don't have a lot of the sagging issues that we used to have back in the day. I've been around a long time and gone through many dress code phases, and that was one I didn't like. You don't wear pajama pants, change your clothes. Just keep the pajama pants at home. We will not be watching the Polar Express at Christmas time and wearing pajamas and drinking hot chocolate. That is not going to happen in middle school. There is no such thing as pajama day. You may not wear your nightgown, your house slippers, and you can't bring your blankie. Yeah, leave blankie at home. Just don't write on your clothes or your body. Okay? Just don't. First of all, I'm going to tell you, if you start writing on yourself, we're going to assume you're cheating and trying to write answers. And that's not good. So don't do it. Anything that disrupts the educational process will be deemed unacceptable. So that basically is the blanket statement saying anything that you're wearing that causes an issue can be deemed unacceptable. So just keep that in mind. But our dress code, I'm sure, is not very different from your elementary school dress code. Probably not a whole lot of difference.
Our elementary school, we weren't allowed to wear sandals.
Oh, no sandals in elementary school? All right, well, you can wear sandals here.
Schedule.
All right, your school day schedule. All of you will have 7 class periods. Now that doesn't mean you'll have 7 different teachers, but you'll have 7 class periods. For most of you, your language arts is blocked, which means you're going to be in there for 2 hours. You'll do reading and writing together as a block. You will have a break in the middle of it, but you'll do those together. So most of you will have the same teacher for language arts. Then you'll have a block for science, you'll have a block for math, you'll have a block for social studies. If you're not in band, you will have a block called enhancement, or a period called enhancement. That is an additional math class, but we will cover some topics that they don't always get to in math. If you're in band, you will not have that enhancement class. Then you will all have a related arts rotation. Now in elementary school, I believe, most elementary schools, you do a different one every day. Here, you do one special for an entire quarter. Then you rotate. So if you're in PE to begin with, you'll be in PE until fall break. And then you will switch to art or music or tech ed. So there are 4 of them, and you will rotate through those 4. They'll be at the same period. So if you have art 6 periods, you're going to have PE 6 period and tech ed 6 period, just a different teacher in a different location. Questions? In the mornings, you will go in the cafeteria to eat breakfast. The first day of school, you will stay in the cafeteria because that's where we will pick you up. But starting that first Friday, if you need to eat breakfast, you eat in the cafeteria, or there is a 6th grade section in the gym where you can sit in the bleachers. No cell phones or headphones in the gym or cafeteria in the mornings. You don't go to the classroom until the bell rings. Yes, ma'am?
Does lunch count as one of those periods?
Lunch is during your 4th period class. So your 4th period class is 20 minutes longer because they will take you to lunch. Good question. Yes?
Are we allowed to have cell phones and everything else on the bus?
I guess that's up to the bus driver. I really don't know.
Normally they let them with their, as long as the bus driver's fine with it.
Sure. Braxton, do you have a question? Okay. Anybody else? Question? Yep.
How many people share one locker?
Well, that's a good question. Last year, we had a very large 6th grade class. We had a lot having 3 in a locker. The ideal is 2, and that's what we shoot for. It may come down to where you have to have 3, but we try very hard to limit it to 2. And we do ask you to use your locker. That's a good question about that. I know your backpacks, you're not going to have any textbooks. No textbooks this year. You'll have a math packet that you will be working out of. It's not a textbook. You'll use a textbook in class, and you can sign it out if you need it, but you're not going to get issued any textbooks. So your locker basically just has your folders and the pencils and your pens and your coat, lunchbox. That's it. You're not
Can
gonna
I put
have
those out of first period or?
Get lockers out of first period, and you will choose to share with someone that's in your first period class.
Once you've brought back all your paperwork.
Right. We give you paperwork on that first day, and you can't have a locker until you bring it all back signed.
I know that our brother wore his backpack or
Yes.
around with him, but like, is that
The string backpacks, each teacher is going to tell you something maybe a little different. Ms. Todd can speak for her room. I don't care if you're sitting there and your string backpack is in the seat with you. Where I have a problem is when we have the giant backpack in the middle of the aisleway and I can't even walk up and down the aisle without stepping over a book bag. So that's where the problem lies. So if you're going to carry everything, including the kitchen sink, in that backpack, then you need to put that in your locker. String backpacks are totally fine as far as what about you?
Mhm.
Same thing?
Yep.
Biggest thing, listen. Don't talk when your teacher's talking. Pay attention and do what they tell you to do. And then you're going to be fine. Everything will be good.
Hi, my name's Miss Norris. I teach language arts for 6th grade here at East Hardin Middle School. Today we are doing locker relays. I'm teaching kids, helping them learn how to open their lockers because it helps them with organization and confidence to be able to do this one mini obstacle in middle school. Also, their lockers become their lifesavers because they can put everything they own in it.
But you will not You will not be allowed to put everything you own in your backpack and walk around with it, because you're going to walk like this in the hallway. And also, it keeps you organized to be able to put things in your locker rather than carrying it in your backpack. Does everybody get that? Thumbs up, yes? Awesome. Does anybody have a question so far? Okay, fabulous. Now we've got lockers on either side. In a moment, I'm going to ask that you move. For right now, I want everybody to watch. And we're going to pretend like the locker I'm trying to open is right here in front of me, all right? So you'll notice that there are 3 numbers and a locker number. Like this one is 129, and then it says 32-828. So the way that I'm going to open that locker, I'm going to pretend like it's right in front of me. The first number is 32. I'm going to go right 32. So in my mind, I'm going right to 32, and I'm going to stop. And then the next number says 8. So I'm going to go left past 32, all the way around to 8, and I'm going to stop. And then I'm going to go immediately back to 28. So I like music. The way I kind of connect to things is it's like dancing. So right, left, right. If you've got that kind of thing, that's what you like to do. It's right, left, right. If you struggle with remembering right and left, here's my cheat. Everybody look at my hands. If I'm looking at my hands like this is my right hand, this is my left hand. It automatically forms an L for me when I'm looking at it. Right, left, right. So I want everybody right now to get to a locker, stand in front of a locker, one person to each locker. Excellent. What I want you to do right now is try to open your locker. You're going to practice, practice, practice. Then we're going to have official races because I'm competitive. Try it right, left, right, go. Give it a whirl. Right, left, right. We have people to help you if you need help. Let us know. Right, left, right.
Pass 13 once. Keep going, keep going. Turn it the other way. There you go. 33. Good job.
Whoever gets their locker open first has to open it and go, it's me, it's me. Okay, ready? Make sure it's closed. Voice level 0. 1, 2, 3, go! You get it open, raise your hands, it's me, it's me! Can I open your locker? It's me! Yes, oh, me! I'm not open!
I'm Dustin Winchester. I'm 6th grade social studies teacher at East Hardin Middle School. I'm here today with the 6th graders at 6th grade fun day, doing some get to know you games like hula hoop race, over and under, and duck walk, things like that. It's just a fun day to get the kids acquainted with the school.
We're going to play some games. We're going to have a little fun. And we're going to keep score as we go because the winning team gets candy. All right? So, please have fun with these games. They're a little silly, but we're here to have fun. What we're doing, this is called the chicken relay. The ball is going to resemble the egg. You're going to take it down, put it in the nest. So you got to put it between your legs. You're going to hop or walk, whatever you prefer. Then you're going to run back. You're going to give it to the next person, and you're going to run to the back of the line. The team that gets through first wins. And you must sit down when you get finished. That way we know who wins, in case it's close. Okay, are you all ready? Reese?
Okay, ready?
Go! Go! Yes,
one revolution, meaning the hula hoop goes all the way around one time, wins. But please have a seat as soon as you do that. Okay, are you ready? Is everyone ready? Go.
Go, go, go.
Y'all know how to play over-under? Over-under? You take the beanbag and you just like over. And then under. Yeah, okay. All right, what does the last person, when the beanbag gets to you, what do? You run to the front of the line. And we're going to see who can do this the fastest, okay? Everybody has to go. Remember, you all have to go twice, okay? You do, you do. No. The last person runs to the front and it starts all over. When you get to the back line, you got to come back and do it one more time.
And then when you get to the back of the line, you sit down.
Yeah, and then you're done.
And then all of you sit down.
We'll help you as you go through, okay? Jenna, just help him as he goes through. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Here at East Hardin's 6th grade fun day, and I'm Brittany Vickery. I teach language arts 6th grade, and today the kids are learning about the building and where things are located, participating in a scavenger hunt. Okay, this is your last station today. This is the scavenger hunt. What do we do on a scavenger hunt? Okay, you find stuff. Okay, now there is a prize for the first group that's finished and you have all the answers correct. But this is more, not so much about the race as it is. All right, so this is about you finding places in the building. This building is old and it is laid out funny, okay? So it is very easy for you to get lost in this building. You will get lost today. Luckily, you'll have friends with you though to help you. You will get lost probably on the first day. Maybe the second day, maybe the third week of school, you still might get lost. It is okay. I don't want to scare you. It is fine because this is a hard building to get around and maneuver. But there will always be people here to help you, okay, to get around and find places. But this is your opportunity to kind of search and find things on your own. So I will put you into 10 random groups in just a little bit. There are 10 questions that you are hunting for. And each question has two parts. So the first part, you're answering the location. So is it the gym? Is it the office? Is it the art room? And then the second part of the question is a certain color arrow that you are looking for. And that arrow is displayed on the door or outside the door, somewhere near the room. So those are the two things you must answer. Okay, there's some rules before you can go on your hunt. No running, that's just for safety purposes. You're not gonna have an adult with you, so it's just you and your group. So you need to not run, walk, take your time. You are going to stay in your group. Some of you probably have an idea, hey, let's split up and we'll go find this one and you go find that one. No, stay together as your group, travel together, and make sure you're finding the locations together. You're not going to go into the gym. One of the questions does have the gym as an answer. Don't go into the gym, look on the exterior doors, and you will find your answers for that. Of the 10 questions, a couple of them involve you going outside. It's still cloudy, kind of thundering, so we're going to keep you indoors. So you are not going to answer number 2. Okay, which question are you not going to answer? Number 2. Okay, another question involves you could go outside, but we have switched it to where you can find the answer on one of the doors inside the building, okay? So you will stay inside, you won't go outside. You will need to travel up the stairs for a question, and you'll be going all over the building, okay? Any questions so far about the scavenger hunt? Yes? You're gonna get a clipboard and it'll have the questions on there and you just answer it. You'll get one per group though, okay?
Computer labs. Hey, computer labs. Computer labs. What's computer labs? Keyboard, or where would you go to use your music? Can we go in there? No. Okay, turn around. So that's the music. Email. This one, this one, this one. Hey.
Wait, there's another door over here. Let's just keep looking around.
Guys, there's something at the end of that hallway.
Okay, in this hallway, they say.
This isn't even a hallway.
Where are we?
I can't remember. What's that way? Maybe this is
Guardian.
There it is! Library! There's go back! No, there's remember I think. Guidance council.
Dr. Snow, back in 6th grade hall.
What does it say?
Back in 6th grade
What
hall.
does it say?
Where you raise the flag, see a fish, or possibly eat lunch on the
Outside.
But we can't go outside.
Seriously, right there, you.